Hey, in this short video, I'm going to show you what to do with a subscriber when they just don't purchase PPV at all. Hey, I'm Bjorn Olsen from YourRFEmpire.com and the Empire Forums, owner of the OnlyFans Empire, an OnlyFans management agency managing girls in the top 1% from all over the world completely remotely, hence different hotel rooms and pets and all my different videos. Check us out at YourRFEmpire.com or at YourRFEmpire on all major social media platforms. But for now, let's get back to the video. In my last video, or one of the last videos, I showed how to get a subscriber to purchase after they ignore or object to a PPV you send. Now, obviously, there are going to be some exceptions. While that method is fantastic and 99% of subs will purchase after doing that method, see the other video, I think it was a couple ago, there are some exceptions and some just really won't purchase. So what do we do when this happens? Well, let me show you. So here we'll just give a little example, all right? So this is you, like my little paint setup. This is you're sending a PPV. Let's just say it's a random cold PPV. I call it cold PPV when you just try and pitch them or try and send them some content without warming them up first. So it does work, by the way. Here's an example of that. So, hey, just gonna have a shower because I stink from work. Perhaps I could record it for you. So that I'll call that a cold PPV. I guess I just made that up, but it's cold PPV because you haven't really gotten them in the mood first. You haven't, spent half an hour trying to sex them and all that. So it's just cold out of the blue, and this works. This is a good one, by the way. Hey, just gonna have a shower because I stink from work. Perhaps I could afford it for you if you like. Now, baller would say, "Oh yes, please," and that's when you say, "Okay, awesome, I'll record it for you." And then you go off half an hour, come back, and you send it with a price attached. But there are going to be some momos who are going to say, nah, it's okay. No thanks, because they know that means a cost. And then you can say something like, you sure? Nah, no, actually, no, you know what? We'll go a different one. Fine then, Mr. Boring. Fine then, Mr. Boring Pants. And he'll either give a long-winded answer or he'll just ignore. And that means that there is no chance you're not going to sell them, all right? So you know what I'd call that? I'd call that strike one. Well, that's a pretty shitty bloody. I'll call that strike one. Now, when they get to 2 strikes, this is what I do. You'll add them to a list and call them either dud, because they are a dud, or time waster. So make a list called dud or time waster. It's funny, actually. In the past, I've had new models. They say to me, hey, there's this list. What is a dud? Like, what's a dud list? And I give them I just thought it was like common knowledge. But that's why I say / time waster. I just put dud because, it's all about time. 3 letters, 3 letters. So say this is one instance, all right? There'll be other instances. Say you are getting the mood. Say they are talking to you and you're getting all hot and bothered, and then you go to send them a PPV mid-combo, because they're warmed up, and then you start slinging the PPVs. And they do something similar, and they ignore you. Then you do the guilt trip method, as I showed on a previous video, and they still ignore you. Then, that would be 2 strikes. And then once it's 2 strikes, as I said, you add them to the dud time waster list. Why is that? This is so you know not to waste any more time with them. Because if you consider it your time is worth an hourly rate, right? Now, if you spend half an hour talking to some Momo, he doesn't want to pay for any content. That's half an hour of whatever your hourly rate is. Insert number here. That's half of that wasted. So it all comes down to how much is your time worth per hour. So you've got a Momo here. He's just wasting time. You know he's going to do it again. He's wasting hours. He's sucking out all that time. Now, if you've recruited VAs/chatters, it is literally costing you money. It is literally costing you money, these people, because they're not going to buy it. So you just want to get them out of the way. You want to filter them out so you know not to waste any more time with them. Don't even bother. So that's why you add them to the stud time waster list. Now, that's not all, because you still want to try and get some money out of them. So what else do I do? You add into the stud time waster list. And then I would say once every 2 days, you sling them with mass PPVs. Mass PPV messages. Now, these aren't mass PPV messages that you'll send to everyone. These are specific for the duds because they're going to be mass PPV messages. You're going to send them frequently. You're just going to annoy the shit out of them, and they're going to have a low price point. $6 because they're brokies. They're probably not going to buy it anyway. So what you're doing is you're trying to squeeze that last drop out of them because you know they're going to expire. You've reduced their time to zero. You've reduced your engagement to zero because they're wasting your time. So you know they're going to expire. So the least you can do is just try and squeeze that little bit out of them. So sling the mass PPVs every second day, every day if you want, because who cares if you annoy them because they're just going to expire anyway. But make them low ticket because then you can at least try and get something out of them. Now, I'll normally say don't charge anything, don't put insanely low prices on any of your content because you're better than that. High ticket is the way to go. But in this case, you know they're going to expire. So you might as well try and get the extra $5, extra $10 out of them. So that's what I do. So quickly to sum it up, 2 strikes on a subscriber. If they ignore or don't purchase, 2 strikes, boom, add them to a dud/time waster list. And then sling all these duds and time wasters, mass PPVs every day, every second day, whatever you want to do with low ticket pricing, just content. Just sling them, I don't know, like topless pics or something. Anything, who cares? They're going to expire anyway. Just sling the messages, ignore the shit out of them, get the extra $5, $10 out of them. So that's what I do. Told you to keep it short. Now, if you like the video, go smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and I'll see you on another video.